I know some people probably had it hard, but I was blessed. I ain't never saw my mom and daddy stressed. They only show success. I'm living comfy from the sweat off they backs, and that's why all I ever wanted was to give it back. I'm not ashamed cause I was raised right. Nope. I would only be ashamed if I didn't help you fight through the pain, help you journey out the games that your mind played. No matter what, I'm never letting my shine fade away. Forever searching for knowledge, hoping I find grace. Keep your intentions pure, be sure about the risk you take. Pop said failure builds character. I came up short a time or two. Your mind know what your heart been through. Don't let that pressure startle you, and faith out in the Lord will do you justice. We sat and we discuss it. This assistance for the public. A little love will help recover from your struggle. If iron sharpens iron, and let's journey out together forever. J.O.P. It's Journey Out. Journey Out Podcast. Welcome to the Journey Out Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Journey Out Podcast. I know this is not who you're used to seeing, but I'm Tamika, and this is Janiah, and we are OG LLC, and we're flipping the script today. This is part 2 of our interview where we're going to be talking to your normal hosts, Antoine and Bryunna of the Journey Out Podcast and more. So welcome to the show, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is so different. But look, we do got tissues ready because we know they're going to say something or ask us something that's going to bring the tears, especially for me, for my crybaby self. So I'm ready. Whatever y'all got, I'm ready.
First, thank you for letting us do this. This was an idea I think I gave to you guys when you first started the podcast.
Right.
And Antoine was not ready at that moment for us to do it. But one of the reasons that we wanted to do this was because I've had the privilege of meeting you all through other community partners and other people that we've worked with. Mm-hmm. And then we ended up being kind of in the same sphere, in the same circle. Yeah. And so I got a chance before even working with you guys to see you all in action and work, and the reputation that you have, the admiration that I hear people talk about the two of you in business, and just the care I've seen you take of other people. I was like, there's something that we want to capture in having the opportunity to hear from the two of you. So thank you for letting me do it, because I know that you guys are both a little hesitant, but we will go easy on it.
Okay.
We'll go easy on it.
Yes. So I'll have to say this. I'll start here because I don't know how much of this you've shared with your audience, but you are a father-daughter duo that runs multiple businesses together. How did that start? Like, what got you here? Like, how did we end up at the table together with you all?
Okay, so first and foremost, my great-grandmother, she was diagnosed with dementia. Mm-hmm. To make a long story short, we didn't understand what she was going through. She was living in the house with us. I was young. My brother and my sister, we were all young. And we didn't understand what she was going through. Mind you, I was a medical assistant at this time. Mm-hmm. Dad was a medical assistant. I was working at Baylor downtown. He was working at Baylor in Carrollton. And we were seeing this, but we didn't understand it.
Right.
We got the diagnosis and we're like, okay, you're gonna cure it? Let's give her something. And they're like, no, there's no cure. You gotta go take care of her. But that's all we got.
Right.
Send her home, and we're like, what are we going to do? We end up, kind of getting her together for the most part. Like, we're understanding.
Right,
her.
and that was through research,
right,
and understanding what was available to us.
Right.
So, because we didn't know that at the beginning, and so as we started to implement some things to help her, because she was frustrated, she was withdrawn, and so she stayed in her room because the house was frustrating.
Right.
So it was just kind of chaotic and hard, right? So once we started learning things, finding resources and implementing some things, what happened at that point, we started seeing a kind of a difference.
Right.
So me working in a geriatric office clinic in Baylor Carrollton, I kind of understood then, like, oh, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's affecting me, so I can see what's going on.
Yeah.
And so from that point, through that journey, we was like, hey, there's some other people in the community that need help or that need resources. So let's start PC Home.
Yeah. When he started PC, it was 2017. I was not a part of it then. I was nowhere near it because I was still in school and graduating and all that stuff. Once you get out of school, it's like you got to go get a job, you got to do these things. But that was actually, looking back, his hand was all over that. I did geriatrics, I did internal, I did plastics, I did endocrinology, and it all just got me to this point now where I knew a lot. So going to work one morning, I was like, my dad has a business. Yeah. And I knew why he started it. I knew what was going on. I'm like, my dad has a business. I should probably help him. And so that whole drive, I'm a podcast girl. I turned the podcast down. And I was like, I need to help him. I go to work that day. I come back home and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna help you run this business. I'm gonna help you. And he's like, Bree, no. He was like, just wait, give it 6 months. I can't pay you right now. We just wait.
Save your money.
Save your money, wait.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. Then I drove to work the next day, and it was still on my mind, and it was just something, and it was a God thing. Bree, go help him. And I was like, okay. I went to work that morning, but I didn't even talk to him about it. I went to work. I said, hey, you guys, unfortunately, Friday's going to be my last day. I have to do this. I came home. I said, hey, I told him Friday's my last day. And he's like,
I'm like,
why did you do that? And so,
but also quick to get to this point, She wanted to be a part of the business, but she was on vacation.
Yeah, I was on vacation.
She was on vacation. So, but I was happy that she was a part of it. So,
and then from there, we just went through a roller coaster of learning, just getting clients dealing with a lot of the things that I learned during the process of going to school and working at the hospital. We got hit with just different foundational business growth things. Right. And at that point, I realized, hey, this is not for play. Like, this is serious.
Yeah, because she was, Dad, let's do this. I'm like, no, I need you to do this. Dad, let's do this. No, I need you to do this.
Yeah.
So she was getting frustrated. But at the same time, I was like, listen, no, I've been there right now. I've done that. This is what I need you to focus on.
And that's when I learned what you talked about, the integrator piece. That's when I became, he had the vision, and I'm like, oh, you need help to put this together. Oh, I can do that. And that's kind of how the duo kind of started.
What I love about it is that you see people that operate in family, and I think people admire that. One, because they've probably tried it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And like, that did not work.
Yeah.
And so I think even when we've talked to you guys about that admiration of your family and how you, and we'll share about how you kind of bring that to life. It isn't without things being difficult.
Right.
I think that's the beauty of what you guys have, is that it's not that like this was perfect. We kicked this off, y'all. We knew what we were doing. We just And so I think that share with us a little bit, like not the tribulations, but some of the things that help you guys, because I think that's what families see.
Well, first of all, what I had to realize, that what I didn't realize probably within that first year, that I was still dad and she was daughter.
Right.
So as much as we were going and pushing and I was wanting things, it was, and then she just looked at it as dad. It was just one thing. So what we had to do, or what I had to learn, is to kind of set boundaries.
Yeah.
I had to set boundaries. I had to turn running the company off in my head, and I had to be dad, right? But for her, it wasn't no boss or nothing. It was just, this is dad, right? So we had to kind of, as we coming home, me and her, we can talk, and we can talk business all day and night. But she needed her space,
and vice versa.
Yeah, but I didn't need no space. I was cool, but I had to realize that she needed her space
to grow,
and to I had to turn it off, and be dad for her, and so that was one thing that we had to figure out. And once I figured that part out, I was like, okay.
He was able to come to me then, and he was like, well, you got to understand, we're in two different worlds. I am dad at home, but I'm Antoine here. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And so when we was going around in the community, I'm like, yeah, Antoine. But most people know that that's my dad, right? And so they're like, you call your dad Antoine? I'm like, no, I don't. But in business, I do. And that's how we set the tone. Right. And so when I'm coming to him, I'm like, especially when we're in this business setting, look, you're Antoine. You're the visionary for this business. I'm coming at you like this because everybody else got to come at you like this, you know? So we set the tone, you know what I mean? So that was pivotal for me because it helped me kind of understand. But also I think roles were super important for me too. So I was able to realize, because for me, he can tell me something, and I'm like, oh, I know this, I know this, I know this, but it's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to say no. He has to in the beginning. He has to make the final decision, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was really hard in the beginning.
Hard, yeah.
I didn't understand. I'm like, well, this is a great idea. We should just, and so it was hard for us to kind of navigate that. So once I realized my role is expanding the vision and bringing to him pros, cons, laying it out so he can see the whole thing, and then he's able to take all the pieces and make that decision that's going to, that's when I realized we're more powerful this way, and so that's been cool.
So to that point, you guys have experienced success in a business setting. You are a phenomenal family. I have not seen families of your size, of your character, of your heart be able to function as families and business people in such a successful way. And so with that said, like, what is the secret? How do you do it? We know the trajectory, we know it was probably hard in the beginning, but you reach this point and things just seem to blow up. But what's the sauce? How did you do it?
The sauce is God.
Yeah.
That's the foundation. I'm not smart. I've learned, I have learned, but to serve other people and to grow and to be close knit family, it's been God. I can't do it without Him. Secondly, understanding from family, my wife, the kids, and my mother and everybody, the understanding and support, because that's key.
Yeah, for sure.
That is real key. So. That was big because it's not peaches and cream all the time, right? It's ups and downs, and it's some good times and bad times. And when the bad times hit, they seem like they last longer than the good times. But that support from family and staying prayed up, that helps me.
I think, just to piggyback off what you're saying there, I think that is the sauce, because when I wake up in the morning, my first thing is opening up the Bible and getting right into it. And I think that it makes our job a little bit easier.
Right.
I think just having that foundation, because we're going to always lead to what that says. So it just makes it just makes it easy.
It pretty much makes the choices for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think one of the things I've admired the most about you all is and you can tell us your values of your businesses, and they go across all your businesses.
Right.
But I've not seen very many people
live it all the way
live
out.
it in action. Like seeing y'all in action, whether it's in the community, whether it's together, whether it's how you interact with us, whether it's
it shows up.
It shows up all the time. So tell us your values. And I think that what you guys are sharing too is that in action when you talk about the expansion of your family or getting through the hard times. Those core values, I don't know that I've seen very many people
like y'all check mark.
that.
Like, is it this? Is it this? Is it this? I've never seen people live it.
Live it out loud like that.
Well, thank you for that. I mean, so for us, it's faith, family, love, and service. And
thank you, Tamika. Let me go back to these ladies right here. So when we talking to them, they come up with this stuff. We
don't come up with it. We just put we help craft it. It's yours.
They craft it.
Yeah.
So they know you intimately. So
they know
faith,
what we stand
family,
for.
love, and service.
Yeah.
They put a name to it.
Right.
And I thank you for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's I don't know, man.
I think the answer could be deeper, if that makes sense. But growing up, we've just always been close.
Loyalty.
Yeah. So brother, sister, I don't think there's any family member that was just say otherwise. We just stay close. Even my sister-in-law, she was like, y'all just love on us. It's always a hug and I love you. And
so you brought up sister-in-law. So my wife, she's from Mississippi. When me and her started dating, she didn't understand why my family always hugged. Why every time you get out the phone or you just walked in the room or you leave and I love you.
Yeah.
that blew her mind.
Yeah.
So she did not understand that. My son's wife, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
She was like, well, y'all all say love you all the time.
And we together, we hang.
We don't, and people don't understand that. But I guess we know it's a biblical value first and foremost, and that I know for me, being loyal to the streets and growing up, you know, that was there, but family always been there, and I don't know. We treat friends, family, our clients.
Yeah.
Listen, once we
Know you, that's it.
if we're with you,
That's it.
we with you.
Yeah.
And it's nothing else that can change that. So if we say you family, guess what? That's what it is.
And that's
We got your back.
And then it becomes, how can we serve you?
Right.
Because at the end of, it's not about us anymore.
It's about you. Yeah.
It's about the collective. So now, how can we better serve you? So I don't even know how to explain it. It just comes.
It's natural.
Natural?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's who you are. You see, you literally see it when we've met your family.
Yeah.
Absolutely undeniable. Same thing. Like,
Yeah.
the things that you do as a family and how you move, admirable. In business, same thing. Like, we've seen you guys struggle over navigating relationships. Like, it is hard to get people, they gonna love you for life. I'm just telling the world, if they love you, it's gonna be real hard to make them unlove you.
Yeah.
Like, you stuck.
For life,
Yes.
okay?
Wow.
Stuck. And that is so rare.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you do that in business. You do it for the community. Like, you give till it hurts. But clearly you're rewarded for it. And so
That's
I
your
just
purpose.
admire it. Like, it just, it shows up in to the point that you say you can't explain it. You just have to experience it. So if you have a chance to work with them, if you listen to the podcast and you see the dynamic between them, you look at the work that they do, those core values are literally in action. You need a touch of it, faith, family, love, or service. Just tap into these two and you will get it.
That's sweet. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't unlove people at all. Like, that's stuff.
So yeah, this is hard for me. I don't like talking
About it,
like
right.
this.
We just
But
do.
No,
you.
so I'll keep it easy.
Yeah,
I'll bring it back
thank
up. I'll bring it back up. I'll bring it back up. We won't get all emotional.
Okay.
But absolutely, it's a love fest. What advice would you give to either a family that's trying to navigate being a better family, or a family that's trying to do business together, or just people trying to potentially gravitate more towards your values? Like, how do people get like y'all? Because it's a special existence.
Look, I'm gonna say this
ahead.
first. This is a big one, and it's gonna sound a little weird, but it's get out of your feelings.
Yeah. Especially
It sounds weird,
especially first of all, get out your feelings and you got to be accountable for your own actions.
but right.
That's first and foremost. If you working with family or working with other people, right? Serving other people, accountability first plays a big part.
Right.
Your intentions may be one way, but that person probably don't perceive your intentions to be that way.
Right.
So if they feel a certain type of way, hey, my fault.
Right.
In business with our clients, hey, if we had a mishap, or hey, my fault. Let's make this better.
How can we make it right?
Right. So that's first. So and then the part of getting out your feelings is, hey, I'm finna hold this mirror up to you, which nobody like having the mirror held up to them.
Right.
But you have to be able to receive this out of love.
Right.
And don't get defensive with it.
Right.
So you receive it out of love, because I want you to hold a mirror to me.
Right.
If I'm out of pocket too, right? So yeah, you have to get out your feelings. So working in a family environment, first of all, at home, it had to start at home, right? I think us as men, black men as well, we need to get comfortable with leading, right? And the women mature faster than we do. So we 20. They mind is in 30s, really. So, and the women have had a time in running the household and having to make up for us as men our shortfalls. But as we grow and mature, we have to be willing to take that role and lead our house and be thankful for the women that we have in our life putting up with our mess.
Right.
So that's another one. My final thing is that makes it all go is God.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone a while back, and they were saying, "Oh man, you're doing a great job. You know, you man." I said, "Man, you know what? God get that credit." Oh, well, no. Well, you was up doing it and doing this. I was like, well, no, God, allowed me to do that. Oh, you got to take some of the credit. Well, let me tell you this. Man, there's a point in time to live and to die. Now, one of us know we weren't going to leave this earth. God did, right? So if he allowed me to wake up this morning to do what he purposed in my heart, to serve others, I can't take no credit for that.
Right.
So God get the glory, and he's the foundation. What you?
I mean, yes to all that. And then also for me, it was, again, being able to take that leadership. You have to want that, because if you're gonna just continue to just fight and bump head, you're not gonna grow. So that was for me. Like, I have my father here who is not gonna do anything intentional to hurt me, the business, the family, whatever. So why not just say, okay, let's do it your way, and just see where it goes. And then, like, hey, well, I remember last time we did this. I remember this part. You wanted to tweak it. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Let's do it. And that's how it works, and that's how I mesh it. So I think, if anything, as a family unit, you want to go into something, or if you just want to improve, like, your at-home life, I think be willing to listen and lead with love first. And I think when you do those things, there's never a time where you will, I don't know, do anything that could hurt the other's feelings or mess something up. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's kind of what I would say. Just
I think it's your four values. What I hear you all always share, live, see is that you all have individual commitments to those values. So you individually want to walk in love. You individually have your own faith. You individually are of service. And so because you're committed to those things in a bigger way individually, when you work together, you're grounded in that. And so then you always all default back to that, even through the hard times.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what we see in action.
And then they just put a bow on it. You see that?
But that's your vision, and that's your way. And so when we go back to, if you have not watched part one, watch part one. But the authenticity with which you guys show up, again, it's that individual authenticity. Bree is still Bree, Antoine is still Antoine. Collectively, you are this thing, but you still represent those same values, and they carry all the way through your life, both in your home, in your business, out in the community. And it's admirable. This is a model for success, whether it's a family business or otherwise. You see big companies, they have their values hung up on the wall. If individuals don't connect to that individually, they're not going to perform for the greater good. And I think you guys just exhibit that to the
We've
team.
seen companies when they stray away from their values and don't. I mean, you can go big companies. I worked for, Washington Mutual, a big bank. Same thing. You can look at companies that are huge. When they stray away from what made them successful with those core values, they end up not staying the same, not staying. So you guys are living that and setting that example in this way that families can see. And you don't always relate to a big corporation. We can absolutely relate to what you all are doing and an example you all are setting.
Thank you.
And that's the goal. And even as we continue to grow, that has to stay the same. And if it doesn't, somewhere along the line, something has tipped over and it's not,
It's not right.
And so now we have to get back on course. Where did we fall short? And again, that goes back to looking at ourselves first, accountability. We're going to take that on. Where did we stop? So I love that.
Well, listen, I love y'all.
We love y'all.
This has been the journey into the journey out.
The journey into the journey out.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. You guys really now.
Wow.
We didn't see, and if y'all get the edited version,
Right.
we'll remove the tissues. But
No, we won't.
No, we leave the tissues in.
I say leave the tissues in
on
this
that,
time.
yeah.
Leave it.
So
Tissues.
if you had, as closing,
Yeah.
I guess in being that we got the opportunity to
Wow.
share, how do y'all, one, feel about sharing, but two, just would you have anything that you would say, even as we're all like, you go work with this, any of your businesses, we know everybody
Listen,
should work with
co-sign,
y'all.
go.
Y'all co-sign us. Like, how would you share that somebody builds this kind of thing too?
I put God first.
Um,
Put God first.
yeah.
Walk on the path, the narrow path, and then everything else will make sense. Everything, everybody, and everything that is going to come along with that and supposed to be a part of that vision and that mission is going to come. Put God first. Walk on the narrow path.
And don't be afraid to be yourself.
Right.
And I think that was one of my biggest struggles, right? To just
Yeah.
find myself in this space. And once you find yourself in this space, man, it's a lot easier. So don't be afraid to be yourself. I do not open up and share with a lot of people,
At all.
but that can be healing, right?
Yeah.
To the right people, because these young ladies right here.
I think when you do that too, no connections like this
Right.
are accident.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think
Absolutely.
then
At all.
when you feel that you are walking in your purpose and when you
Right.
feel that you are doing it, I feel like these kinds of relationships and business connections and family connections and everything
Right.
feel like they are divine.
Absolutely.
Right. Absolutely.
And Antoine, let me just offer you this as we close. Your vulnerability is healing for someone else. So to the extent that you all talk about the journey out and helping people
Yeah.
along their journey, you being willing to open up, you spoke to Black men, you spoke to
Yeah.
fathers, you spoke to business leaders. And you don't have to do it all the time, but
Right.
just sharing it in that space
Right, wow.
is going to open up for someone else.
Yeah.
And so thank you for the opportunity.
Thank y'all.
And
you.
to close this, let me just say this for real. You can't. Not everybody is meant to lead, and that's okay. But attributes of a leader is one who listens, who loves, and who can put their team first. And that on top, like if you following somebody like that, you going to the moon. Like listen, loves, and put their team first. And I'm gonna end it with that. I'm done. Okay.
Well,
All right.
well,
And
thanks.
that's it. Thank you. That has been the journey out.
Yeah, that's been the journey out. Now go back, watch part 1 if you haven't seen part 1. This is part 2. Next episode we will be back as hosts because we can't do this again. Okay, we're done. Okay, I love y'all.
Peace out, y'all.
Woo.